Taurus, welcome back to Leaping Lotus Tarot. I'm going to dive right in and pull an oracle card for you. Actually, we're going to do two. We're going to be using the Anatomy Tarot today. Take a deep breath for me, please. Ground into the present moment. Set your intention for what you need to hear today. All right, I guess it's three today. We got our little triune here. Let's see what we got. There's also reversals for these oracle cards. I'm just going to read to you both aspects. All right. Avoidance or self-denial may be preventing growth. Face your truth with honesty and courage. Reflection. Deep introspection is needed. The answers lie in understanding your past and present. Take time to journal, meditate, or analyze patterns in your life for insight and clarity. Frustration or impatience may be interfering with progress. Trust in the learning process. Mastery. True excellence is achieved through dedication and continuous improvement. Hone your craft today, strive for excellence in what you do. So far we're already getting messages of like, you have to trust this process. Don't deny your truth in any way. Don't prevent your own growth by not being honest and truthful and having the courage to pursue your gifts and talents. And we have persistence. Success comes from consistent effort. Keep going even when the path is unclear. Stay committed to your vision. Overcome obstacles with steady progress. Frustration may be tempting you to quit, but push through the resistance. All right, Taurus, what do we have for you today? All right, today, present moment, we have we've got Temperance in reverse. So this is a fire sign energy. It's about balance. It's about kind of, it's like the higher angel, it's a temperance angel. It's the best version of yourself, totally embracing the balance and the give and take of a situation. We have the Devil in reverse. So this is good. This is Capricorn energy. More earth sign here for you. We also have fire. So basically fire and earth is what we got right here. So this is a very like creative thing you're going through. Fire and earth is like creation. Blades, 8 of blades, 8 of swords. So you're restricted by probably some sort of lack of balance. And it probably is because you're still coming out of a devil sort of energy here. You've got a toxicity, addiction, some sort of pattern that's either not fully let go or it's more recently let go. And so you're still like trying to figure out how that looks in your life and you don't really know how to move forward with that yet. I will say that those oracle cards that I got out, some of them did come out in reverse. So there is sort of like a fear around a mastery or something, or like if you had an old, if you had an old way of doing things that you're starting to, like, especially if it's like a talent. Let me just see what these cards are real quick before I finish my thought. 10 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Swords as well in reverse. There's something very consistent and significant about the fact that we've got the balancing here. There's an equal give and take. This is 6 of Pentacles. That's what this card means as well. And you also got that with Temperance. If we get the 2 of Pentacles out, I think that we have officially at all points fully drove home this balance emphasis. It just feels like you don't have a clarity or something because the pages here, we got 2 page energies, which is a very like, so they're also in reverse, right? So it's an immature energy with an exuberance and excitement for whatever their suit is essentially. So like with the Page of Cups, it's emotion, and Coins is more like of the earthly matters and like job and work and money. And then the Swords is like communication and intellect and decisiveness. So when we have them in reverse, like there's an aspect that makes me want to say this is actually like an older person. This is not a person who's immature or lacks experience. 444 on the timer as I say that. This is an older person. That is confirmation. But there's a newness or an inexperience or like it could just be a lack of clarity around how you're going to make the finances work and how you're going to communicate this idea or articulate this idea. Something's out of balance. So let's get some emphasis. Let's ask Spirit directly. Two of Coins. Seriously, did I not just say that the Two of Coins would be like hammering this point home? Guys. Dropped it on the ground. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, I need clarity, Spirit, for the Two of Coins. I don't need further emphasis. Or maybe I do. Maybe if you're not sure if that's your situation, maybe this is somebody who need to be like, no, like for real. Temperance in reverse again. What the heck and heck? What is going on here? What is going on here? Why is this here? That one. Oh, okay. Why is this here? Well, the Moon in reverse. So we've got, you know, the Moon speaks to illusion. It speaks to mystery. It speaks to things that are not revealed. In the reverse, which I kind of take the Moon in reverse as sort of like the same energy. Sort of like the Sun in reverse. Like I just take it as the Sun upright. I kind of do the same thing with the Moon. Six of Swords and Two of Swords, but they're in reverse. Okay, so I need to take that significantly. So the Pentacles is coming upright, right? Yes, Pentacle balance, upright. So money, earthly thing, good. Bad. The Swords. The Swords is the issue here. The communication, I'm hearing leadership aspect of things. That's the issue with this decisiveness, not having the equal give and take. So I guess I need to ask, is this you? Is this you or is this somebody else? Knight of Swords in reverse. That didn't really help me. It definitely helped clarify that this is a particular person, though. Is this you or somebody else? Please give me a card that represents the listener's energy, please. These didn't really jump out. I'm going to put them away. I'm going to hope for some sort of the Tower in reverse. Well, that's Scorpio energy. That's interesting. So you could be a Scorpio when I'm asking for clarity. But we've got all these like, this could be a group of people because we have a lot of skulls on this imagery. This is like the crumbling down of, maybe this is a crumbling down of an organization. I remember how I did hear leadership. So this could be a bunch of people. So this is not you. This is the group of people. This is the not balanced communication, probably crappy work situation, but the money. So maybe it's not entirely crappy. Maybe you're making good money. So maybe the decision is, do I step away and do something different, or do I stick with this because I do have this financial, yeah, that's what this is. Okay, cool. Thank you, Spirit. That was very clarifying. Okay, so what we're going to do, so let's think back to those Oracle cards. What did we talk about? We talked about persistence. We talked about mastery. This might be somebody having to start over in their life and get back into their gifts and crafts if they don't want to keep working for this job. Sorry, I feel kind not to take that. I need this to fall out much more intentional. So let me ground myself. Okay, you know what? This is fine. Okay, we have the Devil in reverse again. We have the 10 of Wands upright this time, and then we have the 6 of Elixirs. We've had a lot of 6s too. 6 of Cups, 10 of Rods. The Devil in reverse. Okay, so what I'm getting actually is that this thing that you might be wanting to move into again is not supported either by like a soulmate. So like a family member, they might think that this is like you going back into like an old pattern of like, oh, I don't want to be back there. Like, that's why you got this job that's making you good money because the other thing wasn't working. I don't want to go back to that. But that's part of the toxic belief system that we're trying to break here, okay? So, okay, real quick from Spirit, I want advice to say to this partner that is maybe not supporting this or is like putting doubt into the situation. What do we need to say to them? The sun, yeah, that's what we need to say to them. So we're going to get to you quickly, but I wanted to address this person because this is just validating for you what you need to say and what you need to experience and embody in your own being, is that your gifts are meant to be shared with the world. We all have that mission, okay? So there's no doubt that you need to be pursuing this mission. If you're not getting the fulfillment from the job that you're currently in, or there's toxicity in the workplace with poor leadership, poor communication, lying, whatever's going on with all that crazy sword in reverse energy, you need to be choosing your heart. And just because something pays you well doesn't mean that if you choose your gift and you choose your divine path for yourself, that your higher calling has been screaming to you since you were a child, then the divine's going to support you. You're going to have the sun. You're going to have the financial support for this. You're not going to be burdened with financial stress. It'll all make sense in time. You just have to trust and surrender in the process. When you get in that frequency of gratitude and surrender, when you're like embodying that, when you're feeling that, when you can let that emotion and that frequency dominate your existence, you will change your life and people's lives around you, undoubtedly. So now that we've said that to the person, what do we need to say to the person? What's the encouragement that I could give, or that spirit could give for this person? The Hanged Man in reverse. Yep, that's more talking about that surrender energy. And we have the Five of Rods. Practicing conflict. You might be more focused about how you're going to end the job you're in. You're not even thinking that far in the future, because you're kind of still at the place of, I need to end this job. Like, I need to, like, how do I say this to the people? How do I, like, make this not be a conflict of interest? So I get that that's the focus, but I need to have some sort of background seed planting for you, though, in order to keep you motivated through that process, because it's difficult to have conflict and it's difficult to have those kind of communications with people. So with this Hanged Man in reverse, what I'm needing to say to you, this is Pisces energy, by the way, complementary to Virgo energy. They don't always get along, but they're the yin to the yang. They're the balance, or the opposite. They're the most, what's the saying? It's like they're the most different but similar zodiacs, or they're the most different zodiacs with the most, I don't know. They're like the opposite of each other, essentially. So when I get this Pisces in reverse, immediately my mind kind of goes to Virgo as well. And I know this is a Taurus reading, but I've listened to a lot of readers lately where they're like, hey, this was in the Taurus reading, Virgo, or Virgo, this is in the, whatever, vice versa. They're getting a lot of similar messages right now. So you could be a Virgo listening for a Virgo. It doesn't really matter. You could be a Taurus with a lot of Virgo in your chart. But the point I'm trying to get at here is that the Hanged Man is pause and surrender. So the message that I said to you before is that you kind of have to surrender to this. So the best advice I can give to you is to trust the timing, not to get hung up on the finances or whatever else. I know the sword aspect of things, the communication feels really heavy, the conflict feels heavy, but you know what? You will get through that. This too shall pass. And the next phase for you is going to be about really releasing and surrendering so that opportunity can be met, and honing your craft, working on your mastery, getting back into your gift, 1333. That also is going to be major for you to hone the craft, release the stress, just be with yourself, get into that like channeling flow, get into that the flow state. People know what that is with like running and stuff, right? Get into the flow state with your craft. Trust in the process of the unfolding. Have patience. Hold the hand of your soulmate who might be fearful at this time, and just let them see in your embodied energy that this is okay and you got this. Hopefully that was helpful to you. Hit like and subscribe. Drop in the comments. It really helps grow this channel to get the messages out there that people need to hear. See you next time.